All right, well, welcome to a rainy day yoga class. We've got a 1 hour session. I call this one calm space. So I want you to make a nice calm space in your home. Maybe you've set up some candles, maybe you've warmed it up, maybe you have your yoga blanket around and stuff. I'm gonna get you to start by lying on your back. So lie on your back, bring your legs nice and long, wiggle your glutes, wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your arms, bring your palms up towards the sky, and just kind of settle in. You might wiggle a little bit more, you might pick up your shoulders, bring them away from your ears, and settle into your mat. The wonderful thing about our mats is we don't need to share it with anybody. It's ours, so you can hog it, you can own it. Let's do a few big stretches just to even really more intensify that relaxation that we're looking for. So point your toes, bring your arms up, reach overhead, give yourself a giant stretch. And then just let everything soften and let everything get heavy. And then once again, stretch, point your toes, point your fingers, and let it go. And we'll do that one more time. Big stretch. And let it go. We'll bring our hands back and our arms back along the side of our bodies. Now close your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your forehead. Soften your jaw. Allow yourself to really settle onto your mat. So begin to bring your awareness kind of inwards in your body, into your breath. Don't need to judge it, and I don't need to change it. I just want you to acknowledge it. Where is your breath? Are you holding on tightly somewhere? Can you breathe through that? So take a few breaths just to scan your body. Again, we're looking for any sensations. Is there a particular part of your body that's telling you something? Can you soften through that part of the body? For me, it's my quads. I'm going to try to soften my thighs. Let's go back and just focus on our head again. So relax your jaw. What about that space between the eyebrows? Did it tighten back up? Can you soften it down? Inhale, fill your lungs up. And exhale out of your mouth. So take a nice big inhale. Exhale out. So do a nice slow, long exhale as if you're fogging up a mirror. I like to call it my Darth Vader. And let the body be. As you inhale, say silently in your mind, let. And as you exhale, silently say, go. So inhale, let. Exhale, go. Do that a few more times. Just your own breath, your own pace. So on your next let go breath, I want you to think of something that's really not serving you anymore. Maybe something that you're hanging on to. Maybe something simple, like eating chocolate at 10 o'clock at night. Can you let it go? Maybe it's something that's bothering you inside your gut, not wise gut, your wise mind part. Let it go. And if it's not ready to be let go, that's just accept it. Accept where you are right now. So we're here, we're taking this hour for ourselves. So the next few breaths, I want you to really deepen your breath. Bringing it deep into your belly as if it's right down. It's not really in your belly. It's in your diaphragm, nice and deep. But as you inhale, feel your belly swell up like a big balloon. And as you exhale, deflate it and see if there's a little bit more that you can push out. Push it in and push it out. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And on your next inhale, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. So you're either hugging underneath the thighs or down by the calves or top of the shins. Staying away from your beautiful knee. You don't want to crush it. So bring that. And let's just take a couple of breaths and we'll flow. So take the left leg long, hug that right knee. And then switch sides. So nice and slow. Inhale it. And exhale. We'll do one more on each side. Oh, yes. Doesn't it feel nice to be on our mat? To stop this world from spinning for an hour. And bring both knees back into your chest. We're going to drive the left leg nice and long. Just place it gently on the floor. And then I want you to make some circles with your right knee. So take it across your knee, your left leg. Hover it down by the bottom. Bring it over to the right. Now see if you can really engage and really bring your intention and your concentration to that thigh and your hip as you're moving it around. So do 2 or 3 one way, then take it the other way. Nice and slow. Try to slow everything down, giving our muscles, our joints, the opportunity to really open up for us. And we'll hug that right knee back into our chest. And then flex your foot. And we're going to push that leg away. And just keep it up at about 6 inches from the ground. You're going to bring the knee back in line with your hip. And then push it through the heel. Maybe about 30 degrees. And bring it up. Kind of like we're climbing a little ladder. Push through the heel a little further. Giving some love to your hamstring here. And then push it all the way up. You press the heels straight up. Now point the toe. And we're going to make small circles with the leg and with the hip. And then we're going to get a little bit bigger. So we're creating some heat and some rhythm into your body. Opening it all the way up. Bring around and around. And then we'll meet back in the top and go the other way. So small circles to start with. And then go a little bit bigger and bigger, bigger. And one last one. And you're going to bring both feet on the ground with the knees bent. You're going to press yourself up into a bridge. So into a bridge, you are one straight line from your shoulders up to your knees. You are squeezing your glutes. Things are activated here. Tummy, core's tight. And you're breathing. Soften your eyes. Soften your jaws. And we're going to lower, starting at the upper back. Nice and slow. So lower it, lower, lower, lower. One more and one more. Nice. Let's just realign our spine. Hold it there for a couple of breaths to neutralize our back again. And then we'll take the right leg nice and long, hug that left knee into our chest. And we're gonna make those nice circles. So either around, whichever way you want to start. Listen to your body intuitively. It will tell you what it wants. We just have to learn to listen to it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, one way, no rules. And then we go the other way. And then we'll hug that knee back in. And then flex the foot. You're gonna push the leg away, just hovering off the ground. Bring it back in line with your hip. And then once again, maybe 30-degree press through the heel. Bring it in. Let's go for like a 90-degree. Bring it in. All the way up. Hold it there. Point the toe, and let's do some circles on this side. So starting small, going bigger. And truly, really, if it feels good just to go big, go big. If it feels good just to make the little circles, do that. Do one more circle, and we'll come back to the top. And let's go the other way. So nice and slow, nice and respectful. And we'll bring the feet back down to the ground. Both knees are going to be bent, feet flat on the ground. Arms are going to come by our side. And we're going to kind of flow our bridge now. So on the inhale, you're going to lift the hips to the sky, bring the arms up and over. Exhale, hips come down, fingertips come down towards the ankles. So inhale it up. Reach to the back, stretch through your arms. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale it down. I want you to connect and feel your body. Don't worry about really what it's looking like, but just feel these stretches. It's a nice stretch for our ab, nice stretch for our back. And let's do one more. And we'll come down. As we come down, we bring the soles of our feet together and drop the knees to the side. So a little line diamond shape here. Bring your arms to cactus arms. First, we're going to just start with a nice little floss for our shoulders. So bring your arms up, overhead, one palm into the other. Bring it back down to your cactus arms. And again, reach the arms, drag them across the ground, opposite hand comes into opposite hand. Slowly back to cactus arms. And do it again 2 more times. So left hand to the right hand underneath. Bring it down. Back up. Opposite hand comes up. Bring it back down. Yes. Pick up those shoulders, wiggle them into the ground. Really opening up our chest. All right, bring your knees up together. And then we're going to lower them back down to the ground. Lift the knees back up towards the ceiling. Lower them down the ground. We're going to stay here and just going to pulse. Little baby butterfly pulses. Pulse and pulse, pulse, pulse. And then let's settle for a few breaths here. So again, let everything here, don't fight it. Let gravity take the legs away from one another. Let them fall to the ground. Everything is soft and loving. Now we'll bring our hands down, our arms down along the side of our body, and just using our fingertips, lightly guide the knees back up towards the ceiling, and bring your knees into your chest. Little hug. And we're going to keep the feet together, knees together, so we're in a nice 90-degree shape. Arms are going to come out to the side. You're going to take a nice big inhale. We drop to the right on the exhale, but go slow. You're going to give your spine a nice little opportunity to go into a deeper twist. Now we're over to the right. So the right hand can come and rest on the tops of your thighs. You take your gaze to look over to the left fingertips if it feels good. And just soften. We'll bring the hands back up to the T, using that core strength that you worked on. Bring the knees back up in line. And then bring the feet together, knees together. Take a nice big inhale. And we're drop into the left, nice and slow. Slow and slow and slow. Left hand can come and rest on the right thigh. Gaze looks over to the right. And you soften. One more breath. And bring the knees back up. Now we're going to start to rock forward and back, but nothing very, very extreme. Just want you to give a little rock back and forth. So you're kind of massaging your spine along the length of it. And then perhaps you can get some volume to rock straight up. And if you can't, that's okay. You can still rock. Drop your knees to the side and come on up to sitting. So we're going to find a nice, what they call easy seated pose. So crossing the legs. Bring your hands by your side and then lift yourself up and land again. That's where you're going to find your sit bones. You're going to stretch the upper body for a little bit. So let's take our hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. So inhale, reach, like really reach those arms long. All the way up, get lots of length. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale it all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're going to inhale it all the way up. Right hand's going to come down. Left hand is going to kind of cup your ear. You're going to go for a little stretch. So you can play with the position of your neck into your eyes and your head. I want you to be respectful. So you can look up the ceiling, see how that feels. You can look down towards the armpit. You can change. Nice stretch for the neck. One more breath. And let go. We'll bring both arms back up. And left hand is down, right hand cups. And we go for that nice neck stretch. So again, each side of our body's feeling a little different. So whether you want to take your gaze up, down, across, just explore, feel what feels right for you. You're using your hand, just kind of heated weight here to bring it down, not really pulling. One more breath. And both hands up. Interlace your fingers, and then as if you're a coffee press, bring your hands down, take them out. Now push your palms towards me. Now I want you to roll sideways. I want you to reel it round connect to your upper back. Suck your belly in, round through that upper back. Feel the connection to your upper back and your shoulders. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale it up. Interlace your fingers. Do that coffee press. Press it down. Stop midway. Round your back, suck your belly in. Stretch that spine. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down. All right, let's take our legs nice and long. Once again, find those sit bones. We're gonna do a little bit more stretching on the sides. Arms up. You're gonna bring this hand down to the ground, walk it through, and lean forward, or lean to the side. Now you're only leaning as far as those sit bones are still connected to the ground. Again, let's play with our head so I can look up to the ceiling. I can look through my armpit. Can you lean a little deeper? Feel a nice stretch on the side of your body. Shoulders soft. We'll come back up. And we'll bring the hand down. We'll walk those fingertips over. Sitting on those sit bones. Lean over. Soften through that arm. And again, are you looking up at the ceiling? Looking across? Can you go a little deeper? Feel, so you're going for length as well, right through from your hip, through your ribs. One breath. You're gonna bring that hand down as you kick your legs behind and come into a tabletop position. So stacking our knees underneath our hips and our hands underneath our shoulders. Let's do a few cat-cows. So take an inhale, drop your belly down, take your tailbone long, take your gaze, look up towards your ceiling. Exhale, round your back. Now really connect to your body here. We want to round the pelvis, round those upper shoulders. Really stretch that upper back. Inhale, drop the belly, take the gaze up. Again, exhale to your cat. Do one more. And exhale. And we're going to be up in table. We're going to turn our hands so that our fingers are pointing towards our body. And then walk your knees in a little bit over. You want to have your body over top of your wrists. And then we're just going to make some small circles. I don't want you to crush your entire body weight on your wrists. We're going to make some circles, give them a little bit of love. Go the other way. All right, bring your wrists so that the fingers are away from each other and the wrists are kind of pointing towards each other. And then I want you to rock forward, rock back. You might not come all the way down to your glutes, but forward and back. Come forward. Now go to the side and the other side, trying to keep the wrists, the full palm of your hand down. A little floss in here. And then we'll come back to a neutral stance. You're going to kick your left leg out, kick your right arm out, and bring your bicep and your ear in line. Thumb up towards the sky, heels towards the back of your room, and you're reaching to create lots of length into your spine, still keeping your body stacked over that hip. And you're breathing. And exhale again. Take it up to the other side. So we want the leg in line with our spine. You want your bicep in line, head and neck are in line, so you're one straight line, your vertebrae, nice, strong. Going for lots of length here. One more breath. And we'll bring it down. We're gonna sit onto our heels and just give our wrists a little shake. Maybe let everything go, shake that off. And then we're gonna go back into a table. And this time I want you to really be either a snake or a camel or anything you want to be. I want you to close your eyes and just move your body. So whether you want to do figure eights with your shoulders, you want to make circles with your hips, you want to make a figure eight with your entire body, you want to be a snake or a camel, a cat, a cow, anything that feels good. Move your body in a way that it really wants, that it calls for. Sometimes we don't give the body the opportunity to just do this sort of thing. And then we'll meet back up. Nice little shoulder stretch. So I want you to take your left hand, bring it underneath your nose. Take your right hand up towards the ceiling. So open up through your chest as well. And then you're going to bring your fingertips towards me as they continue to scoop underneath your other arm. And you're going to bring your cheek and your shoulder down to the ground. That left hand can stay there, or you can bring it to rest on your back, or you can bring it to bind right around your waist. And you breathe. Nice big shoulder stretch here. And if you're bound, let's bring the hand back down again. Use that hand to push us up and realign it. We're going to take it over to the other side. So right hand underneath your nose, left hand up to the sky. Really engage with your spine and your chest, and then bring the fingers long, and then scoop them under. Drag it further. How further can you go? Cheek down the ground, shoulder down the ground, right hand on the side. Right hand can come with the back of the hand onto your lower back, or you can bind right over. And then close your eyes. Relish in this nice twist, this nice shoulder stretch for a couple of breaths. And with your hands across your back, down, we'll bring it back down. And we'll use that to push ourselves back up. Walk your hands back under, and then sink yourself, walk your toes together, walk your heels, your knees far apart, sink down into a wide-legged child's pose. So walk your hands forward, drop the forearms down to the ground, sink your chest down to the ground, drop the forehead to the ground. And just get heavy. Take a nice long inhale, fill up your lungs. And slowly, slowly, slowly exhale everything out. And then we're gonna lift our hips, come back into that table position. This time we're gonna curl our toes, spread your fingers wide, 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 and we're going up into a downward facing dog. So spread those fingers wide, index fingers are pointing to 12 o'clock. Press your chest towards your thighs, tailbone towards the ceiling. And let's go for a little walk. Get some love back to our calves. So bend one knee, straighten the opposite leg, and hold it for at least a count of 1 or 2. You want to give your body the chance to get that stretch. Go side to side. All right, then let's press our chest towards our thighs, heels towards the ground. And breathe. We're going to work our way to the front of the mat, but we're going to get there by crossing one foot over the other. So we're going to come up onto the balls of our feet, and you can take your left foot, cross it over your right. Right over left. Want you to think about the tailbone being nice and long, nice and high, all the way up. So you move your hands, move your steps to the top of your mat. And then our feet will be aligned. We'll bend our nose towards our, or we'll bring our nose towards our knees into a forward fold. Forward folds, it's a powerful upside down position. And we're creating lots of space in our back. We're using gravity to bring it down. All right, put a bend into your knees. Bring your arms up to the side. Scoop yourself up to standing. Palms together. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Bring your arms alongside your body. Pick up your toes and give them a little wiggle. And then find the spot where you can feel all four corners of your feet, both feet connected to the ground, connected to the earth. Palms out, thumbs up. Shoulders are soft. Some mountain pose, Tadasana. You're grounded. I think I've said this before. You could stay at Tadasana the entire hour and you would still reap lots and lots and lots of benefits. Take a few more breaths. Take a second here to scan your body. Are you holding tension in anywhere? Can you soften through it? Maybe it's in your knee, maybe it's in your back, your shoulders. Maybe it's nowhere. All right, reach your arms up towards the sky. And then we're going to hinge at the hips as you bring your arms to the side, back down into a forward fold. Nose towards your knee. You're going to put a big bend in your right leg, right knee. Straighten that left leg. Right hand comes underneath your nose. Left hand, you like pulling a bow and arrow. It comes up alongside your body. And then you go for the big twist. So we got the hamstring stretching here. Now that upper hand can stay right up to the sky. Or again, you can rest it on your back. And then that might cause you to round your shoulders, get a bigger stretch into your twist. And then we'll untwine our that. We're going to bring both hands down to the ground. You're going to soften through your knees and you're going to sit yourself down into a chair. So if this is a bit too intense with the arms up, you bring your hands out to the center or right into your heart center. We're going to stand in the sky. Bring both arms up to the sky. Take your right foot, step back into a runner's lunge, crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the foot. Torso stacked, arms up, gaze up, nice and strong. And let's flow with cactus arms here. So squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring the arms up. Open the chest. Bring the arms up one more time. All the way down. All the way up. You're going to hinge forward. Bring both hands down to the ground. Step the back foot to the front into that forward fold. And breathe. Now put a big bend in the left knee, straighten that right leg. Make sure you're trying to stack yourself over top of your body. Left hand comes underneath your nose. Right hand pulls the bow and arrow. And we go for the big twist. Again, if you want to go a little deeper into that twist, using your hand and the weight of your hand, twisting towards. And opening up that shoulder, opening up the chest. But you want that leg still straight. Not hyper extensive, but straight so you can get that hamstring stretch. One more breath. We'll bring both hands down to the ground. Put a big bend in, come back to chair. Again, those options, hands, arms. We're going to slowly rise. Bring the arms away from one another, fingers pointing towards each other. And we're going to step the left foot back into that crescent lunge. This time I'm going to bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and bring the hands down and away and opening up the chest, taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. So really counteracting all that texting and driving and crunching and cold stuff we do. Opening everything up. Pick up your toes, or you're holding the front toes. See if you can sink a little bit further. And bring the arms back up. Hands down to the ground, step back into it. Downward facing dog. If you want, go for a little walk. Otherwise, press your chest towards your thighs. Bring both heels towards the ground. They may or may not get there. All right, right leg straight up into the air into a three-legged dog. Bend that back knee and make some nice big circles with that knee. So do 2 or 3 one way, 2 or 3 the other. We'll take that leg straight back up. Now you're going to drop the leg behind the other foot. So it's coming, my right leg is coming behind my right. I'm going to take my right hand up towards the sky and see if I get my chest up there into a little wild thing. We're not going to be here long. Come on back down. Bring that right knee forward. Land it on the ground. Walk your leg back. Just for a second. And then curl those toes. Kick back to a three-legged dog. Drop the toes down to the ground. Go for a little walk. Let's take that over the other side. So take the left leg straight up. Press the chest towards your thighs when we get lots of length. Bend that knee and do little beautiful hip circles. Slow and steady. Go the other way. And then drive that leg up. Press your chest towards your thigh. And then slowly drop the left foot behind the right. Twist and open yourself up. Now hold it for 2 breaths. Come back to center. Bring that knee forward and through. Untuck the toes. Hold it there. All right, curl the toes, bring yourself up, back to a downward facing dog. So in down dog, you are a nice, strong, inverted V. So press the chest towards the thighs, suck your belly button in, and you're gonna come forward into a plank. And you're gonna keep your elbows by your side as you bring yourself all the way down the ground. You can fall down to the ground too. So down to the ground we go. Let's stack our hands on top of each other, elbows pointing out. And bring your left cheek down the ground. Maybe you can feel your heart beating because we're in those inversions. Doing a little bit of flow there. So our left cheek is nicely rested. So we're going to drag the right leg up in line with your hips and flex the foot. So we're going into a little half frog. And just rest there. Creating more space in our hips. You're going to take your left arm nice and long, so it's in a T, right, so along the side of your body. Right hand is going to come right by your chest or underneath your shoulder, and you're going to use it to roll back over onto the shoulder. Now, you may only get here and your shoulder will be content and say that's enough stretch. Or you can come here, or maybe you can flip right over and drop the foot down to the ground. But I want you to be aware, it's not about being pain. There's no pain here. We're going for the stretch in that shoulder and across the chest. We did a lot of shoulder work on Monday. You might be feeling it. All right, wherever you are, we're going to roll back onto our belly. Realign those hips. Bring our hands on top of one another. And this time, take your right cheek down to the ground. You're nice and heavy, and then slowly start to bring the left knee up in line with your hip. Flex the foot, open up, and up. The inner hip flexor, you're opening up your groin, and you just think, all right, we're going to do that nice stretch on the other side. So right arm comes long, palm down to the ground. Left hand comes under the shoulder, by the chest. And we're going to use it to kind of push away. And again, each side of your body is different. So one side might be able to go a little deeper, might not be able to go at all. And that's okay. We are who we are. We're beautiful. Think down. I'm going to get you to roll back. However, we're not going to be rolling, staying here very long. You need to roll as eloquently as possible right onto your back. Take your time. We're not in a rush. Bend your knees, rock yourself all the way over. And let's bring our knees in our chest and have a little fun here. We're going to bring the legs away from one another as we use, and our hands are going to come up between our legs to grab the outside soles of our feet. And then you're going to drive the heels straight up, so flexing your feet. Bring the knees, the feet away from one another, and then use your hands to drive your knees down towards the ground. Do a little happy baby. Now find stillness in your baby to start with. The way my anatomy is, the length of my hands, my thumbs can rest across the top of my thumb, across the top of my toes. So I use this opportunity to kind of press between those each toe and give them a little stretch while I'm here. All right, we're going to bring the feet further away from one another. And if you can grab the big toe with your index finger and your thumb, otherwise you can grab the back of your legs. We're going to take the legs wide and straight. Big stretch for those inner thighs. Now some people like to rock here. Some days I like to rock. Some days I find I don't like it at all. It doesn't send me positive warmth inside my tummy. So listen to your body. You want to protect your joints. So you're not hyperextending those knees. Right, soften through there. Really try to get the inner thighs to do that stretch. Couple more breaths. Then bend the knees softly so that you'll be able to bring the feet back together. We're going to bring the tailbone down. Legs are going to stay straight up into the air. Now see if you can find that they're stacked straight over top of your body. Arms are down by your side. Pick up your shoulders, wiggle them down to the ground. Check in with your chin here. So you want a nice neutral neck. You don't want your chin tucked in. And you don't want it up towards the ceiling. Now let's point our toes and flex our foot. So you want to feel the connection to the shins. Feel the connection to the calves. And then make some circles with your ankles. Go both ways. And then we'll settle back in for a couple breaths. So just soften your toes, soften your ankles. Don't let anything be anything. Just let it be and let it hang. Now we're going to bend the left knee and bring that foot down to the ground, nice and slow. We're going to bend the right knee, bring that foot down nice and slow. Arms are by your side. Press up into that bridge. So press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Maybe noticing how your body feels a little different from the beginning of our little practice tonight, how this feels. Once again, we're going to drop nice and slow. So drop from the top of your back and drop, 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 and land. Walk your feet wider than your mat. Drop your knees into one another. Just let them be supported. Bring your palms up towards the sky. Knees are going to come back up towards the ceiling, and we're going to windshield wiper side to side, but you're going to take it over whatever way you're doing it. Hold it there. Bring them back up, nice and slow. Drop the opposite way, nice and slow, and hold it at the bottom. Bring it up. And bring it down. One more on the other side. we'll bring the knees back up. Bring your feet back in line. Now, whatever, want to listen for your body. Whatever it wants from you right now, do it before we end. So whether it's a rock, maybe you're going to make circles with your knees. Maybe you want to twist side to side. Whatever you feel your body wants to do, give it that little bit of attention. Stretch. And then we'll bring our knees back into our chest and give ourselves a hug. We're going to take the left leg nice and long. Bring that heel to the outside corner of the mat. Bring your right leg nice and long, bringing that heel to the outside corner of the mat. Both arms come down along your body, maybe not really tight along your body. Find what's natural curve. Palms up. Soften your eyes. Soften your jaw. Soften your shoulders. Soften your chest. Let everything go from your belly. Let your arms get heavy. Let your wrists get heavy. Your hips are soft. Your lower back is soft. Knees are soft. Once we soften our hips and our knees, maybe our thighs, back of our legs, hamstrings, quads, the front, soften. Soften your ankles. Soften your toes. Soften the back of your head. Let everything go. Let everything melt. Let everything get heavy. Deepen your breathing. And slowly bring your awareness back. Make some small movements with your fingers and your toes. Maybe massage the back of your head by rolling it side to side. Bring your legs back in a line, point your toes, bring your arms up overhead, give yourself a nice big stretch. Maybe a stretch and a yawn. And as you bring your knees towards your chest, you're going to roll over onto one side using your bicep as a little pillow. And when you're ready, if you're not ready, that's okay, you're in your own home. Use that upper hand to bring yourself up to sitting. Brady's ready. Let's take a nice big inhale, bring your hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Take your gaze to look down towards your thumbs. Bring both hands on top of your heart. And know that you've done good for your body tonight. Thank you to everybody. Thank you all. I think we're 6 of us that gave me the opportunity to come into your homes and lead this practice. I know my body needed it. And I trust because you're here that you needed it too. Namaste. And that was our yoga practice.